have any problems with the road?
Yeah, yeah, and I've already called him twice. Has anybody else been complaining to the?
Well, I just knew Shauna works for an engineer, she was showing me pictures of steel roof where like a truck went in a crater.
What is today's date?
A road sky, and then.
3/27.
It was all flooded in there, I didn't know how it impacted you.
So
with the road
it's
stuff.
Well, the
It's
road
recording
is,
and
Sure.
we
ours
are
is like
ready
frost
when
is
you are.
coming out, and then there's just,
I will call the meeting to order. Chairman General called the meeting to order at 5:30 on 3/27/19. Roll call.
General?
Here.
White? Yes. Fox?
Here?
Herder?
yes,
Pierce? Here. Will the record show all members are present?
You've all had a chance to read the minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes or make a correction?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion carried. Read the statement.
Read your, yep.
All right. The public hearing will be conducted pursuant of the board's rules of procedure as adopted May 26, 1988. We will first hear the report of the planning director on detailed information and observations regarding the request, if not done so in written form prior to the hearing. Next, we will take testimony of the applicant and his or her witnesses. Upon completion of the applicant's testimony, I will call upon members of the audience wishing to make a statement concerning the request. Persons in favor of the request shall be heard first, followed by those who oppose it. At any time during the presentation of testimony, the members of the board may interrupt to ask questions or make comments on what has been said. Upon completion of all testimony, the applicant will be allowed to make a closing statement to the board. Upon completion of the applicant's closing statement, we will then hear the recommendation, if any, of the planning director. And upon completion of all discussion, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing on the request. After the public hearing has been closed, I'll entertain a motion from the members of the board regarding the disposition of the application. Each speaker addressing the board shall step forward to the podium and state their name and address before proceeding with their testimony or evidence. I would ask that you spell your last name. This board shall not be bound by strict rules of evidence, but does reserve the right to exclude evidence or testimony that it may deem to be irrelevant, immaterial, incompetent, or unduly repetitious. As chairman, I will rule on all questions relating to the admissibility of evidence, which may be overturned by the majority of the board. The board may grant continuances in case for good cause shown to any interested party who has entered his appearance. The board may, at any time, request a continuance of a hearing for the purpose of giving further notice, taking further evidence, gathering further information, touring the proposed site, or for other such reasons the board may find sufficient. In such cases, we shall state the specific reasons for the continuance and set a date, time, and place when the matter will be continued. All official actions of this board will be made at public hearing by motion made, seconded, and point of the membership. If conditions are imposed, such conditions shall be included in the motion or amended hereto. Our final decision will be prepared in writing and will be part of the board's public record of this board. Once the board has reached a decision on a case, that decision shall be final. Section 33518 of the Code of Iowa states, any persons or persons jointly or severely aggravated by any decision of the Board of Adjustment under the provisions of Chapter 335, or any taxpayer or any officer, department, board, or bureau of the county may present to the Court of Record a petition duly verified, setting forth that such a decision was illegal, in whole or in part, specifying the grounds of illegality. Such petition shall be presented to the court within 30 days after the filing of the decision of the office of the board. Upon hearing that, I would ask for a motion to open the public hearing on case CU-181-006.
So moved.
Judy Swanson.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Opposed, the same. Public hearing is open.
So, Pottawattamie County put in these applications, and I can just kind of give you a rundown of all of the applications that we have here before us. They are conditional uses that were utilized for commercial kennels. And we had our animal control officer visit each property to ensure that the kenneling activity was no longer going on. We had Pam mailed out notices to each one of the property owners to let them know that we were gonna rescind them. We did get a few calls back, just kind of wondering what the notice was about, because they're like, we don't have a commercial kennel, so we don't understand what this is quite about. And we let them know that it was just a conditional use issued on their property at one time, and that we were trying to clean up our books. And this first go around will be for the commercial kennels, and then we're kind of going back through some other conditional uses that'll come before you later, that are other activities that are no longer in use on those properties. And it'll kind of get what our main goal out of this is to bring our conditional uses down to a level that is manageable for us, that we can actually go out and verify that the conditions that have been imposed on them through the zoning board of adjustment are actually taking place and enforced. So it would help clean up our books a little bit and make things a little bit more enforceable for us.
Sounds good. So I guess is Judy Swanson here? I don't see.
No, I don't think any of the members
Okay.
of these cases are actually showing up.
All right.
So can I move to close public hearing?
You can move to close public hearing.
That's okay.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
It's been moved and seconded. Roll call vote.
General,
Yes.
Fox,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Herder,
Yes.
Pierce.
Yes.
Can we lump them all together? Do we have to vote on each one?
With the open and close and vote for each one.
Upon hearing that, I would ask for a motion to open up the public hearing on case CU.
Did
8-2.
we say rescind it?
We have to vote
Oh,
on the
sorry.
rescind.
No problem.
Do we have to have a motion to rescind it though?
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll have to have a motion to rescind and then a vote.
I'll make a motion to rescind it.
Second.
Now we need roll call.
There we go.
Now we can roll call.
Rescind.
Pierce,
Yes.
Herder,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Fox,
Yes.
General.
Yes.
Now we can move on to the second case.
Okay. I'll ask for a motion to open up the public hearing on case CU-82-002, Paul and Ellen Mullen.
I so moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
We make a motion then to rescind this?
You can make you can ask for, is there anybody here from the public?
Oh, okay.
And then, make a motion to close.
Ask for a motion to close the public hearing.
I make a motion.
to close.
Aye.
Okay. I second it.
Motion has been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion has been carried.
So we have a motion to rescind.
I'll make a motion to rescind the
Second.
conditional use permit.
It has so been moved and seconded.
Fox,
Yes.
Herder,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
General,
Yes.
Pierce.
Yes.
I don't know if you can see that next one, Mr. Chairman, it's right at the bottom on that first page where the case number is.
Okay. I would ask for a motion to open up public hearing on case CU-84-003, Edward Rick.
So moved.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Public hearing is open.
Make a motion to close public hearing.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion's carried. Public hearing is closed.
I'll make a
there's-
motion to rescind the conditional use permit.
Second.
It has been moved in second. I would ask for a
General,
roll call. Here, yes.
White,
Yes.
Fox,
Yes.
Herder,
Yes,
Pierce.
Yes.
Okay. Upon hearing that, I would ask for a motion to open up public hearing on case CU-86-003, Tina Canfield.
I move. Second.
Has been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried.
Make a motion to close public hearing.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Public hearing is closed.
I make a motion to rescind the conditional use.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. Roll call.
Pierce,
Yes.
Herder,
Yes.
Fox,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
General.
Yes. Upon hearing that, I would ask the motion to open up public hearing on case CU 87-003.
Oh, we gotta do one, there's one above that, 86-004.
Oh, dang it.
I like that, yeah.
I know. Make a motion to open up public hearing on case number CU-86-004. Lindsay Gatewood.
So moved.
Second.
Has been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Public hearing is open.
I make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Public hearing is closed.
Make a motion to rescind the conditional use.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. Roll call.
Fox,
Yes.
Herder,
Yes.
Pierce,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
General.
Yes. I would ask for a motion to open up public hearing on case 87 or CU-87-003. Diana Cooper.
Make a motion to open public hearing.
Second.
It has been moved and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Public hearing is open.
Make a motion to close public hearing.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Public hearing is closed.
Make a motion to rescind the conditional use permit.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. Roll call vote.
White,
Yes.
Fox,
Yes.
Herder,
Yes.
Pierce,
Yes.
General.
Yes. I would ask for a motion to open up the public hearing on case CU-87-006.
So moved.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Public hearing is open.
I make a motion to close the hearing.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Public hearing is closed.
I make a motion to rescind the conditional use.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. Roll call vote.
General,
Yes.
Fox,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Herder,
Yes.
Pierce.
Yes.
I would ask for a motion to open up public hearing on case CU-88-002.
So moved.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Public hearing is open.
Make a motion to close public hearing.
Second.
It has been moved and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Public hearing is closed.
Make a motion to rescind the conditional use permit.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. Roll call vote.
Pierce,
Yes.
Herder,
Yes.
Fox,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
General.
Yes. Upon hearing that, I would ask for a motion to open up public hearing on case CU-88-003.
So moved.
Second.
Has been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Public hearing is open.
Move to close the hearing.
Second.
It has been moved and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried, public hearing is closed.
Make a motion to rescind the conditional use permit.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. Roll call vote.
Herder,
Yes.
Pierce,
Yes.
General,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Fox.
Yes.
Upon hearing that, I would ask for a motion to open up public hearing on case CU-88-006.
So moved.
Second.
It is moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Public hearing is open.
Make a motion to close the hearing.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, the same. Public hearing is closed.
Make a motion to rescind condition.
It has been moved and seconded. Roll call vote.
Fox,
Yes.
Herder,
Yes.
White,
No,
Pierce,
no, just kidding.
Pierce,
Yes.
General.
Yes. Other business.
We do have other business for you tonight, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Tim White informed us that he will be stepping down here soon, so I brought in Mr. Tim Wickman, and Mr. Scott Belt is here as well to present to you a plaque for your years of service on the zoning board of adjustment.
There's a cord, electrical cord at the bottom.
Yeah.
Tim, thank you very much for your dedication
It's been a pleasure,
to the people.
and I hope you'll accept our checks.
We will.
We will.
And it was a pleasure working with you.
It was a pleasure, it's been a good board.
Well done. Thank you very much, Tim.
Okay, I think I got him.
How many years has it been?
For you?
How long was it?
18 or 24?
18.
18?
See, you gotta check out what your,
Oh, I can there.
oh, you're,
I told me there was electrical.
18.
cord.
I know, I heard.
Sir? Oh, my God.
Whoa. No wonder you use that thing so fast.
Right.
See, after 18 years, you'll.
It was
Pam was able to look back and she found exactly in the board minutes when you were appointed and,
I suckered into it.
yeah.
just.
Well, I hate to get off board,
Probably
I've
the same
enjoyed you
scenario.
people. And, with you guys working with you, Joyce,
Fine.
thank you, sir, it's been a pleasure.
Have fun with them grandkids.
I will. So,
It is a public service that really often goes unnoticed, and what you all do up here on the zoning board of adjustment. There are tough decisions that have to be made, and for Tim to have stuck around and was the chairperson for as long as he was and made some of the hard choices that he had to make, it really did have a lasting impact on Pottawattamie County and forever will be a part of the public record. So your name will definitely live on and the impacts that you had. So, and I really appreciate you sticking around with me. Being new into the position, it was, and the challenges I threw you up against right away was greatly appreciated to help stabilize me in the spot that I have here as director.
my
So,
pleasure, and Pam, we've been together 18 years, I guess, so. Been good.
Enjoyable.
And I'm sure if you ask some of the people in Pot County, I had a lasting effect on them. But you know what I appreciate out of this county that I haven't heard out of other counties is that the consistency. Doesn't make a difference who you are. You have to jump through the same hoops. Everybody talked about Kay. I knew Kay very well when I wanted to do something and I had to sign over 9 deeds and I was chairman of the committee. She didn't really care who I was. You followed the same rules, and I appreciate that. Yep. And I've talked to other people and said, boy, this county's a pain until they get to work with you. And then it's consistency, it's the easiest county there is. So I appreciate the consistency from you people. You knew where you stand, and it didn't make a difference who you were, that you were gonna do the same thing, so. Makes it easier. So thank you guys.
no, appreciate your service. Definitely appreciate your service. So, that's all.
Any other business or?
Oh,
Yes.
sorry. One last thing. So we are getting requests, from members of the public concerning RAGBRAI and wanting to be able to set up what would be considered temporary establishment for a large assembly of people. And, after discussions with Pam on this topic, I thought that if I could, come to the Board of Adjustment and just ask for, to be able to sign off on issuing a one-day special events temporary establishment permit for these people, just for RAGBRAI, and set the conditions forth equally across the board for, the people that wanna come in and do that through our office without having to bring each one of them in front of the Board of Adjustment, that it would be able to, make compliance in the county a lot easier, because, if we're not, it's one of those permitting issues that if we're not able to give it a quick permit rather than have to set up time to go in front of the zoning board of adjustment, then, it'll be one of those deals that since it is one day, they're just gonna go ahead and do it.
Right.
And then know that all they're gonna get from us is a notice of violation, and don't do it again. Well, then 5 years later, 10 years later, whenever RAGBRAI comes back around again, everybody kind of forgot about the last time they put up shop there. And, if the Board of Adjustment will allow us to, I believe that we can just sign off on that administratively and issue those permits with, set conditions for each one of them that wanna open up shop for that day.
So do we have to have a meeting to say that, or are we just?
It can be done by, motion and then vote of the board, allowing us to have the authority to sign off on, one-day temporary establishment permit for this 2019 for RAGBRAI. And we'll just leave it at that, so in that way it ends
It's a
just.
lot of language, you need to write all that down.
We just need to write it and make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Like a block.
Yeah, would they be setting up in the towns or outside of the town?
We wouldn't have jurisdiction in the towns.
The questions that we're getting are from property owners that are in the county, rural county,
Okay.
and they want to, they wanted to set up,
Combine animals, penned animals, to give people the farm experience.
a combine, so they
Food.
could jump on a combine and,
You know,
Not
serve
necessarily
food.
drive it.
Assuming the weather's gonna be good.
Right,
yeah.
serve food, serve, beverages.
You know, RAGBRAI's gonna hit every town, not every town in Pottawattamie County, but the Underwood, Neola, Minden, Avoca, and Walnut. So all of those towns will probably have numerous vendors,
Mhm.
but you can get them to stop along the side of the road before they get to town.
The lady who I spoke to said the Underwood Optimist Club had approached her for, to see if they would allow them to do that on her property. So they must,
Some of the towns
Have
might be getting a little
interest.
RAGBRAI wary. I don't know.
Well, some of them.
You do hear that. You hear that after,
No,
you know, when
there's some-
RAGBRAI's
There's
gone.
some towns that won't, you know, the counties even that have vaccinated.
Yeah, so I think the more.
What?
Told them they're coming through there.
Don't stop, too.
Mhm.
Routes. But one county got sued and bought, you know, a lot of money.
So this would just be a way to give like that Optimist Club a place to set up. I think they talked about having a couple baby goats out there for some possible goat yoga and things like that, but
Mhm.
what we run into in issues out there.
Goat yoga.
Goat
yoga. So what we run into in issues and things like that is that the people don't stop there, they'll set up shop on something like that, well, they won't have restroom facilities there for everybody, so then you have people out there just urinating wherever they wanna go. They don't have a plan for the garbage that it generates, they don't realize that, oh man, we just wound up selling 500 cases of beer to these people, and now we got all this trash everywhere. And those are and then the music gets too loud, it goes too late in the night, those are all conditions that we can have set forth ahead of time to try to lessen the impact of what's already gonna come through. And it gives them, a legaler way to behave and puts them in some sort of guidelines.
What's the permit fee?
The permits on those are $210, cause we're gonna set it up just like we permit with, the
West.
West Fair. So
If
every
you
time
don't get a
West Fair
permit,
does the big
what happens?
concerts. If they don't get a permit, then it's 30-day notice of violation. It could lead to $750 county citation, which then it takes your time because it drags you up to the courtroom in 3D and you gotta plead your case.
So that means you're gonna work Sunday.
I'm gonna be on my bicycle.
With your badge?
But
No
if
cover
you,
charge.
if you charge these people $210, are they gonna get a permit, or they're just gonna say, heck with it?
They'll get a permit because we will inspect the site. We will have an inspector that'll come through and inspect the site to make sure that they'll count the porta pots and make sure the trash
Really?
receptacles are in place. We get it all set up. What the permit requires them to do is have all those things set up 24 hours ahead of time. And then that allows us time to have our inspectors come through and
So you just want us to approve
Them to do it.
you guys to just do the administrative approval of it.
correct,
Okay.
instead of having to bring public cases before
Yeah.
all of them. Because if we're able to just issue that permit across the counter to them, then they're more likely to get the permit rather than,
Yeah.
just operate it in violation anyway for that one day.
Are we gonna have April meeting, do you know? We will.
It is date specific, right?
It will be date specific, yes,
But that's what you're asking for.
correct.
A 1-day 2019 RAGBRAI conditional use permit. Or
How
what?
would we word that?
How do we word
Sunday,
that?
whatever day.
How did I just word that when I said that? I said.
Temporary
That's so long.
assemblage
To
of
grant the-
people
yeah,
in
to grant-
conjunction with, right.
So it would be to grant the Director of Planning and Development the administrative authority to approve 1-day specific temporary establishment permits for large assembly of people with RAGBRAI 2019.
That's man for temporary.
What's a large
establishment.
assembly?
Large assembly is anything over 30 people.
Like for Pottawattamie County, like you might have to have for like, it starts on Sunday, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So the people will be coming in on Saturday night, a lot of them.
But the ones that we're doing, that should all be contained to Council Bluffs.
Okay,
The ones that are contacting us are for the day when everybody leaves out, so which is that Sunday. Everybody leave out on Sunday, and then as they're going, what they wanna do is as they're going through the county, be able to have those things set up, so that way these people that come and have never seen a combine before can get up in the cab of a combine and, look at their other tractors and then pet the farm animals that they have. Get the real ag experience. You might even let them shovel some hay or something.
Okay, so for after the large assembly language, specifically for 2019 RAGBRAI?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you give a permit to that, does that alleviate the county from any kind of liability if one of those animals bites one of those people or something?
The
How does that
county,
work?
it wouldn't alleviate our responsibility to follow up on that action afterwards. Our animal control department, any animal bite that happens in Pottawattamie County, as far as the town, the rural area and the towns that we have jurisdiction in, if there's an animal bite in those areas, we have to follow up on that. So we would still follow up on that.
And so if somebody has an accident on the property outside of animals, like falls off a combine or does something
It'd
stupid
be up
after
to them, I
drinking a
would
case
think.
of beer, it'd be up to the person that has the permit.
Correct.
That doesn't mean you can sue them.
Anybody can
They'll
sue.
always.
No, it's clear, that doesn't.
Yeah, right.
Or name us in the city.
do you have to put this in like the outlying newspapers so they know there's such a thing? Or how will they know they have to do this?
Apply for a permit.
We have, we'll put it out on our Facebook page for those, and then a lot of it will be through the RAGBRAI committee.
Okay.
'Cause the RAGBRAI committee's already called and contacted me to just talk about various issues that they foresee coming up. And to put them in contact with, they needed a contact person for who's gonna inspect all the food vendors and, things like, cause they didn't have this time around, they, didn't invite public health originally, so now they decided that they should invite public health to be a part of the conversation, so we'll be there at the table.
motion to grant the Director of Planning and Development the authority to approve a one-day specific temporary establishment permit for a large assembly for 2019 Ag Bride.
I'll second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries.
No further business for you, Mr. Chairman.
All right, then I would ask for a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
It has been moved in second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.